boy DJ Avo, and this is Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast. I hope I didn't skip. Maybe I did. We doing this on Skype. We doing something different. We upgrading. Let's go. What's good, y'all? What's good?
I feel like you didn't do the episode. I feel like the energy wasn't there like usual. I don't know what the fuck was up. You've been gone for about 7 weeks and you ain't good for shit. Hey, what's up, Brodies and Bays? This is the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 36. At least we got it correct, and Avo couldn't fuck it up. This is where you come for all your fantasy football needs and to chop it up about the latest NFL news. I am Dynasty Bro Dot, and we on video, beer booming, and I'm here with my co-bro.
Hey, Dot.
What's good?
Get your groove, bro.
Nah, bro, don't TikTok me, bro.
Come on, man. We on the video, man. I got the belt. I had to bring the belt out, man.
Don't TikTok me, bro. These all niggas. Right, hey, Dot, be hard on TikTok. He trying to make me look like a 10-year-old, man.
Got it, man. Got it. What's going on, man?
How y'all niggas feel to be on video? No. How y'all niggas feel? Y'all good?
I'm a little nervous, just because I be doing grown man activities.
Oh my god!
Smoking a cigarette. I got the quarantine beer going. So
that shit cool, bro.
It's my barber, man. Shout out to my barber Ray, man. Shout out to Frack.
Ray is just a normal black name. Any nigga named Ray.
Coldest barber in the state. Probably in the Midwest, bro. Real talk.
Shout out to all black folks named Ray.
Shout out to my barber, Mark. He keeps me in the clutch. Best beard in the city. Mark, best barber in the city. We match up with perfect dynamic duo. Jordan and Scotty, bro. Me and Mark. This Ray. Is going... Hey. We going somewhere different, bro.
Hold up. Let me finish it, bro. Fuck that. All these DJs been battling on Instagram. I'm about to get the barbers going on Instagram, bro. We're gonna set that shit up.
My. Ray, hey, set it up. Quarantine battles, bro. Fuck it. Look, man. Hey, look. All I'm saying is we got a fire-ass episode. We got some Balo and some sell highs right now going. So, that's always a good concept going into the off season. In Dynasty, we're trying to tell you how to stack up your teams right now. So that's what we're gonna get into in the main segment. We also got What's the Word, some Hood TMZ brought to you by Dynasty Bro Vic. And we got the scouting report this week, but it's a little bit special, man. We're gonna switch it and do a little bit different from here on out. Y'all with that?
You already know. You already know.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Before you get going too far, man, hold up. R.I.P. Neighborhood Nip. R.I.P. Okay. I don't know if y'all can hear all the instrumentals, but that's how we banging in the background. Wanted to let that be known. Also, shout out to the sponsor of Just Pizza, man. Just wanted to shout them out one time before we get going too far. Shout out to them.
Hey, we ain't had no pizza because we've been in quarantine. But shout out to the sponsor anyway, man.
Hey, they still delivering, man. But RP Nip, like you said, man, hustle and motivate. If you ain't doing that, I don't know what you doing out here. So, yeah, man, gone too soon, bro.
All right, man. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get to the opening shit like we always do. Vic, you ready, man?
Let's get to it, man. I got some news. Shit been happening. Hey, a lot of shit been going on, man. It's only one person to blame. Who is
that?
Y'all got any guesses? One person to blame.
The Patriots.
Nah, bro. Even worse, bro. Even worse than that.
Donald Trump.
Besides that, even worse than that.
Wait, man. We blaming Goodell?
Hey, hell nah. We blaming Carol Baskin, bro. Get her the fuck up out of here, man. Shit's fucked up. I blame Carol Baskin. Hey, free the Tiger King, man. He ain't do that shit. Hey, how much we got on the bill, bro?
Nigga, we ain't even paying no bills, nigga. You think we got money for bail, nigga?
Hey, we can collect $1, nigga, per stream. We'll get it going. Hey, we on the way, Joe. Don't even worry about it.
We got to holler at our sponsors about that shit, bro.
We're gonna get them. We got you, Joe. But yeah, man, let's just jump into the news, man. So I don't know if you guys know, but former Titans DB Myron Rowe, he actually came out of Florida State back in 2013, and he actually opted not to go to the NFL. Instead, he went into med school. He's a neurosurgeon. Pretty much, he did a live video talking about the impact of COVID-19. So if you guys don't know coronavirus, hopefully you do know by now, but it's a pandemic.
Coronavirus.
Man. Yeah, bro. Hey, who got the funniest one, Lil Baby or Cardi B?
It gotta be Lil Baby, bro.
It gotta be
because that shit shocked me when he said it, bro.
Yeah, bro. I didn't know what was going on, bro.
That just did it so good. I thought it was a drop. I was like, nigga, did I get played? I didn't even know I had that.
Yeah, hey, look that shit up. Lil Baby did a little coronavirus. He like coughing hard. I don't know. Might be smoking. I don't know what's going on. Indigestion, some shit, but he's like, coronavirus. Yeah, man, it's just crazy. But yeah, shout out to Myron, man. So former athlete doing his thing, decided to go professional. And something else besides sports. Do I sound like an NCAA commercial right now?
Yeah. 76% of our athletes don't go professional in sports. That's where it starts.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to him, man. He's front line right now with this COVID-19 shit, bro.
That's
shit's real, man.
Bro.
That's real shit. Real shit.
All right, man. Speaking of that, man, let's keep it pushing. So with the NFL, having a draft coming up, they've been doing video calls. So pretty much teams are allowed 3 calls per week. You're allowed to interview 3 players per week, 1-hour calls leading up to the draft. So the Chargers and the Raiders pretty much they've met with Justin Herbert remotely. So a lot of teams are utilizing that. They're probably using Skype, probably using Zoom, probably using GoToMeeting, probably using Instagram Live with the DJs. So
house party,
that too. Leave a message. That's dope. All right, man. A couple more things, then we're gonna get out of here with the news, man. Peyton Manning actually sat in on an online class. So he attended the University of Tennessee. He actually hit up one of his old professors, like, "Hey, man, let me sit in on a class with some seniors and surprise them." So I saw that on Woody Page's page. That sounds like a tongue twister. Pause.
Page.
Shout out to Woody Page. New follow.
Oh my God, bro! Clout chasing.
Come on, man.
You better not sip your beer, nigga. You better not. Shout out to Woody Page. He started following Vic, man. So
hey,
that's what's up.
I ain't gonna flex, man. I ain't gonna tell him how that happened.
Nah, bro. Just don't. Nah, bro. Just let it go. Shout out to Woody.
I got some chalk for you, bro. Whenever you need some chalk, Woody. All right, man. But check that out on ESPN. And then the last thing, man. Hey, Tom Brady, he got the number 12, man. So Chris Godwin gave it up.
How'd he do it? He just gave it up.
I'm sure. I don't know, man. I really don't know, but I want to give you guys 2 guesses. What number y'all think Chris Godwin gonna be rocking? It's a low number. I'm gonna give you guys some hints.
That's a stupid receipt. Number 2.
What was Welker's number?
I don't remember Wes Welker's number. He's like 83, some other shit.
He's gonna be rocking number 11.
Nope, not number 11. You close, DJ Avo. One more guess.
Number 9.
Number 14, man. Chris Godwin gonna be rocking at number 14, man. So shout out to my sports update. That's on Twitter. That's where I first saw that shit. I don't know if they broke it, but Tom Brady rocking number 12, Godwin rocking number 14, and Mike Evans rocking number 13. See what they got going on? 12, 13, 14. Pay attention, you learn something. Connect the dots, stay woke.
Why is 6 afraid of 7?
I don't know.
Cause 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
Hey, Nas, sidebar. I know that was stupid as shit. Now I forgot what the sidebar was, man. That just ruined everything for me. My bad, bro. You can keep going.
Nah, that's it, bro. That's all the news, man. Try to be in and out with the
everything. Shit. I ruined everything. 7, 8, 9, you ain't like that?
It was cool, man. Was that a Laffy Taffy joke or ice cream truck? Which one?
Damn. Ice cream truck. Ice cream truck with the Spider-Man.
That's
the eyes is the gumballs.
And we talking about
Vic.
Nah, bro. Fuck that. Hey, we talking about the hood ice cream trucks, not the Swans truck, not that bougie suburban shit. Real ice cream truck.
Real hood shit.
Not the shit
you
buy
that nigga might ignore you because he sold out shit.
Yeah. And you get
but he still riding through the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that shit you can buy steaks off of, bro. Not that shit.
You a real one. Shout out to DJ Avo for doing grown folk activities.
You know, I'm trying.
You're real. Yeah, I got me a beer just because I knew Dynasty Bro Vic was gonna have one. I just wanted to make sure I was a good counterpart.
Hey, that's what's up. What you drinking on?
Come on, bro. Don't call me out like that, bro. I don't want to show it.
You got a Corona?
That would have been funny.
Please tell me you got a Corona.
I'm drinking an Upland Wheat.
I don't want to tell this shit, bro. Let's act like I never brought it. I got some shit called Cider Boys. And it's a cider, bro.
Oh, that's cool. Bro.
I ain't gonna knock you for drinking no cider.
Yeah, bro. It's whatever. That's what's up. As he sips his beer, shout out to limitlessrecover.com. They got you on all your quarantine needs. Check out the website. So yeah, hey, y'all gotta join the Facebook group, Dynasty Bros FF Podcast. That's where I can post all the links. But make sure y'all shop limitlessrecover.com. Get 10% off. Use our discount link. They got all the dope quarantine items. I saw a lot of military shit, night vision type stuff, knives. I saw like a 2-person sauna. They getting it in, bro. They got workouts.
Hey.
It's dope. They got a lot of dope shit. Actually, I just got.
Sound
go
like
ahead, bro.
They ready for what we going through. They ready.
They ready, bro. And I got my CBD deodorant this week. I've been using it, man. So I haven't hit a full week yet, but I will say this: my focus and concentration went up, and I've been dubbing all my Madden games, bro.
Shout out to my nigga out here thugging on Madden.
I got an edge right now. I've been feeling cool, calm, collected.
You heard it first right here. If you want to get better at Madden, hit up Limitless Recover.
CBD deodorant.
CBD deodorant.
I don't even know if that's part of. I don't even know if that's part of the effects, but that's what it's doing for me.
You heard it first from Dynasty Bro Vic. If you want to up your game. All right, look. Before we transition into the main segment, let's tell the people about the trade we just did, bro. Right before the podcast started.
I'm in so many leagues, bro. I did like 2 trades today.
I asked for Hayden Hurst, bro.
Okay.
Damn, I forgot what I gave to you.
I think you gave me a second.
I gave you a second and a third. And did I give you a tight end too?
Yeah, you gave me Will Disley. Seattle.
And Will Disley. I like to think that Hayden Hurst is a buy low right now. Went into a good passing offense, and if he can be anything like Austin Hooper, you got a top tight end. So trying to get him everywhere I can.
I fuck with that, man. And on my end, I know Hurst has the potential to be a top 10 tight end in Dynasty, but given you threw all those assets at me, why not take it? I know Greg Olsen's starting, but Will Disley, he's been killing when he can stay on the field. So I don't risk injury on nobody, but if Greg does go down, this next
nigga,
he's 23 years old.
This nigga,
bro, he's had fast starts. He's had fast starts both seasons before he went down. So I'm gonna give him one more shot, man. But give me those assets at me. Why not?
Yeah. Now I'm trying to get Hayden Hurst in the other league. We'll talk about that off air, bro.
Hey, who got Hayden Hurst in all them other leagues?
You do, bro. I'm coming in Dynasty Bros. I'm pitching you some trades, bro. We'll talk about it later, though.
I'm with it, man. We'll take it offline. Hey,
all right. So,
my bad. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
You good? I was about to transition, man. You want to talk about one more trade?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Good, bro. You got it.
What was you about to speak about? Because I was about to transition into the main segment, bro.
Yeah, I don't remember if you told him what we talking about today. I might have missed it.
Yeah, I told him at the very beginning, man. We doing sell high and buy lows. Okay. That's why I transitioned that trade talk before we went to the main segment. It kind of just flowed.
All right, bet. I'm with it, man.
Vic ain't fucking with me, man. Avo was there. Avo understood. Avo knew.
Man. I've been right here.
I hate the way Avo beard look, man. I don't like it, man.
Hey, it's coming along. It's coming along.
Like snail, bro. Damn.
Hey, that was my initial reaction, bro. It's coming along.
Fuck it. All right. But yeah, we doing some sell.
You got hey, the miracle grows in house, bro. I'm gonna leave it
like True.
Yeah,
what's his name? What's Dynasty Bro Ivo? Is that his name? Wherever that guy is.
That nigga. Yeah, that nigga had a long ass nickname, man. Shout out to that nigga.
I can't spell that shit.
Hey, he went and bought an Xbox like 2 weeks ago, hyped up, getting Call of Duty, and still ain't got on yet like that.
I know, bro. Trash.
He just hyping boys up for no reason. He spent money for
Niggas
nothing in the
been
quarantine. No, niggas is at home, not working. Fuck it, bro. Look, we doing some sell highs and some buy lows. Vic still got this damn belt around his shoulder, man.
The champ, bro. You gotta come get it.
Bro, I feel like you looked at me when you said that shit. You got me fucked up, bro.
That's whatever, man. Hey, somebody hit me with some trades earlier. It's like, I know you need another quarterback. I'm like, bro, 2 quarterbacks don't scare me, man. I went to the playoffs with Deshaun. He only put up 11 points. I still won the championship. So that quarterback shit don't matter to me. If it ain't Lamar or Pat, don't matter.
And I beat Lamar in the championship. Real nigga.
There you go.
I beat the team that had Lamar and CMC. Ooh,
that's fire.
Yeah. So besides that, man, we're gonna talk a few players, man. We didn't necessarily do it position by position. We just tried our best to go out and just name some guys, man, that were worth selling right now. Why you think you can get the most you can for them, or worth buying that you feel like you can get a good return on. So it's a good time for all of that going on right now. Off season, you can catch people off guard. So I know I'm sending out trades, man. So it's perfect timing, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm that annoying guy in the leagues right now. I'm trying to get trades off. Before we get to the buy, low, sell high, should we talk about some etiquette type stuff?
I can talk about how you was acting the ass the other day. It wasn't acting the ass, bro, but all right, Ava, you know, if people don't know Vic, he can come off as aggressive sometimes when he's trying to get his point across.
Right.
You know that, right? This nigga was explaining what he thought on the block should mean in all his fantasy leagues from his perspective.
Right.
This nigga looked like he was fucking teaching a lesson when I looked at the damn chat. Look, I get what you saying, but this is what I mean. On the block means you're trying to sell a guy for a purpose or for a certain price, and you know you want him off your team. Let me know what you want. I'm not about to be shipping you offers. He was just going the fuck off. And they're gonna ask me, bro, did I seem mean? did I seem like I was trying to be rude? I said, I know you, so no, but a person that don't know Vic, I will be like, damn, this nigga's a dick, man. What
like,
who do you think he is talking to me like this?
Bro, can I represent myself in court?
He probably could. Good as hell. Pissing everybody off. The judge, the defendants. He just pissing everybody off.
I think I could be a lawyer, though, real talk. But I ain't going to get into that. I might do that shit down the road.
If Vic went to court, even if he loses, he got his point across by the end of the motherfucker.
You gonna understand what he was trying to say.
Point across. Yeah. Look, bro, I get it, but you're wrong. Like, Vic don't give a fuck. Even if he wrong, he gonna get his point across. You gonna get why he think like that.
Let me explain where I'm coming from with the on the block, and I get there's 2 sides to it.
All right,
and I know it's a pet peeve to this. I'm in a lot of leagues, bro. I don't want to hear why you think a guy is high and he's going to break out and all this other shit. I just want to get to it. Are you moving him or not? So for me, on the block means I'm willing to move this guy quickly based on value, or I'm selling him cheap. Now, here's where I was wrong, and this was a learning, experience opportunity for me. I went in with the impression that everybody had that same meaning and definition for on the block. What I learned is everybody don't have the same sense of urgency when they list somebody as on the block. I learned that people change players to on the block because they just saw a dumbass trade go through. So now they trying to get over some shit because it's clearly now's the time to capitalize. So they helped me realize on the block means different things for different people. So the point I was getting across was, look, here's what on the block means to me. If you got people listed as on the block, you should be able to tell me who you run the move, or offer based on my team. Based on, since you want to get rid of them anyways. Now, if I come to you, you don't have these guys on the block, I should shoot you some offers. That's my perspective. If these guys aren't on the block, I'm initiating, let me shoot you the offers. But if you got guys on the block that tell me you want to get rid of them, you should be able to look at my team and tell me who you want. I'm just trying to save time because I'm in like 10, 12 leagues. I don't have time to go through the back and forth. That's what it is.
Hey, Vic did everything but call them niggas bitches, bro.
I did say that shit, man. It was pissing me off. But that was my guy.
But I feel like we should we should actually talk this, bro, as an episode, bro. Sometime soon in the future. Just trade etiquette, man. Like
Yeah.
from both sides. Like if you want to be the guy shipping out trades, or if you want to be the guy to receive, like what on the block should mean coming from two different parties. Like try our best to see if we can make trades make sense. What do you think about that, bro?
With it,
That'd be
bro.
cool.
It makes sense. Let's do that before the draft. So
Yeah, I'm with it, bro. And I would love to hear your perspective again.
I'll dive into it for sure.
All right, so look, let's get into some of these players, bro, because I know they waiting for it. You want to start with the sales or the buys?
Let's go with the buy highs, man. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Buy lows. Wait, I'm getting this
Buy
shit mixed up.
lows.
Buy low, sell high. Wait,
Yeah, that's right.
I gotta pull up my fucking notes. Buy low, sell high. That's what we do. Okay. Buy low,
Yeah,
sell high.
so we're
All
going
right.
with the buy lows.
All right, let's
You
do
want
the
to go
buy low.
first?
Yeah, I'll kick it off. So my first buy low, and again, we try to find QBs, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, but we also not gonna force the issue. So literally, and Dot, you raised a great point, man. When we was talking about this, it's like, look, man, let's not force it. So I agree with you. So I don't have a QB, so I'm gonna jump right to the running backs. So my buy low right now is Melvin Gordon, especially in Dynasty. So again, we're talking Dynasty football. You keep your team, you build upon it. So he's going to be 27. He's 26 right now. So going to the season, he'll be 27. He's a buy low from, in my perspective, just because he's in Denver. You got Philip Lindsay, who was a top 10 rusher past 2 seasons. So I know you got guys who think he's going to be in the committee, and then you got some guys that think he's going to not be in the committee. I'm on the side of he's going to be in the committee. I mean, I don't think you just bench a top 10 rusher like Philip Lindsay. They tried to establish that second rusher in Denver with Royce Freeman. Couldn't get it done. Go back a couple of years to try to establish it with Devin Booker. Couldn't get it done. Philip Lindsay ended up having to be the workhorse at 180 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So I think Melvin coming in, he's going to be the primary back. But I think Lindsay's also still going to get some work. So for the guys who are on edge about Melvin, with Lindsay cutting in to some of that production, now's a good time to go buy Melvin, especially in the win now mode. He's a young vet trending towards older, but he catches passes, rushes, all that, and he's stepping into a better O line situation. Denver Broncos definitely have a better O line than the Chargers, and Philip Lindsay can run and get finish as a top 10 rusher.
Who we buying, Melvin or Lindsay, man?
Buy Melvin. Go buy Melvin, because for the guys who think he's going to be in the committee and they don't want no parts of it.
I'm just playing. You was just hyping up Phillips a lot, so I was just you should just say go get Denver backfield, because Lindsay probably is actually, bro. You think Lindsay's probably a buy low now with Melvin leaving? Yeah. So actually, it kind of makes sense. You feel me?
Yeah.
Both of them are talented, so that would be cool. I get it. Me, I'm gonna start mine off with an old white guy. I feel like it makes most sense. But nah, I know.
White trophies. He changed the shit to white trophies. When
I laughed 30 minutes straight.
Hey, our guy started a media, business, production, all that shit called Black Trophies. Sam changed shit to white trophies, not knowing the meaning behind that shit. That shit was funny. He got to invite him on. Cool got to invite him on, bro. That shit is funny.
We got to get Cool and White Sam on here at the same time.
Yeah.
Hey, I laughed for 30 minutes once I seen white trophies, bro.
That's funny.
I think he might be white trophies in a few leagues now, bro. This was even funny. But all right, so look, I chose to buy low first on Adam Thielen, wide receiver for the Minnesota Vikings. He is going to be 30 this year, and he had a banged up season last year. I'm not gonna flex. It wasn't fun having him on your team. You couldn't decide when you wanted to play him between them weeks, and then you got to a point where it was like Cousins was struggling to support two talented receivers. So on top of him, dealing with the run, because they're a run first offense, he had to manage. If it's a Diggs game, whether it's a, Thielen game, or, if he's just going to be hurt and playing banged up. So you had to deal with that all last year. But if you look at him 2 years prior to that, man, he was always Cousins' top guy. He was always a stardom guy. Don't have to think about it. And what do you know? Diggs actually leaves, gets traded to the Buffalo Bills. So it's like, when you think of all the top receivers, locked in number one guys, or at least high end two guys, nobody really wants to name Thielen. Nobody does. You got all these hot names like AJ Brown right now. You got all the young guys flourishing. DK. Everybody wants a young guy. Nobody wants the 30-year-old that's probably going to be locked in as a number one at least for the next couple of years, man. And I feel like if you're a contending team, you could probably go afford Thielen for something cheap because he doesn't acquire that name like some of these big name receivers do. They get their numbers every week. So I think Adam Thielen is a hell of a buy low right now. All of my leagues where I feel like I'm competing right now, I'm about to go shoot my shot for him. I feel like he's going to be close to wide receiver one, at least back in for the next couple of years. So.
Yeah, I agree. Hopefully he can stay healthy, but yeah, he could definitely help you make a run in the playoffs. He's a guy that could easily be a wide receiver one on the team. So I like it, man. All right, man. I got another wide receiver then since we're on that topic. All right.
Who you got?
I'm going to throw out a name. But this ain't the guy I'm talking about. But I'm going to set the stage, like who I see, who can be the next, you know who. So who can be the next DJ Shark? If you guys know DJ Shark, he just had a hell of a sophomore campaign, year 2. He's looking like the Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiver 1. They just went all in on Gardner Minshew. So who's the next potential DJ Shark? Let's go to Baltimore, man. I got Miles Boykin. That's a name nobody's thinking about. He's a big body, about 6'3", 6'4", 220 out of Notre Dame. They just got rid of Seth Roberts. They just got rid of Hayden Hurst. They need some pass catchers. So if they shipped out 2 of them, that tells me they got confidence in this guy right here. So why not go buy Miles Boykin for the low? I mean, you got guys that are even trying to move Hollywood right now. So I think you can really get Miles really cheap. I got Miles in a couple leagues. I'm expecting him to break out. Why not get a piece of that Baltimore offense? I feel like 2 offenses you want a piece of, Baltimore and Kansas City for sure. Go get Miles Boykin.
And I like Miles. The only thing that scares me is that they just run the ball so fucking much between Ingram and Lamar. And then, the focus is those tight ends. And I still honestly think Hollywood is the more talented receiver. He was taken in the first round last year. And if he has a healthy season, I think, that could be a good sign for the offense in general. But, Miles is talented too. They also took him last year. And it's just with all the running, man, it's hard. So hopefully they let Lamar. Well, it's not about love.
I lost my guy for a second, but
a good sign for all the receivers out there if he chooses to do that. So.
That shit you just said. Yeah, we with that shit. Ain't that right,
we
bro?
with all that shit. We with everything you just said.
It cut out a little bit, but it's all good. Hey, check this out. We never close out the loop on, how we went through the draft prospects. We went through QBU, running back U, tight end U. We never did wide receiver U, man. So let's close the loop. What is wide receiver U right now? Who's the wide receiver factory in college right now, Dot? I got it right now, since you're thinking too hard. For me, Alabama, Ohio State, and I think the sneaky factory is Notre Dame. Also, you got to put Clemson on there too, but I think Notre Dame's a sneaky one.
Clemson's probably my number 1.
Over Alabama? And Ohio State?
Yeah, hell yeah. Clemson had, you got to think who Sammy was when he came out, not who he is now. Sammy was supposed to be the biggest wide receiver prospect in years. He came out drafted over OBJ, Mike Evans, Jarvis. He was the stud out of that draft class. You got DeAndre Hopkins that came out, Martavis Bryant. They got a lot of guys that came out of Clemson right there. I think that's fire.
Okay. I respect all that. I think Alabama's number 1. I respect Clemson. I think Ohio State's another wide receiver factory. And then I think Notre Dame's a quiet factory that puts out wide receivers, man. So, but yeah, man, that's my wide receiver, man. Who you got for us next?
I got Odell Beckham.
Okay.
Vilo. Damn, I stay with receivers. Man, I got 2 more receivers.
Okay.
Damn, bro. I'm sorry. I should have did some more positions. But these were important to me, bro. This one's important. How often can the most gifted receiver And I really do think Odell is the most gifted receiver in the league. He played banged up all last year with a new quarterback. I never thought he got the game rapport. The whole offense didn't look good. And I really think that the additions, keeping Hunt, adding the offensive line, adding the tight end, and coaching changes, I really think that Baker can support a number one. He did it with Jarvis for a lot of this season. And I feel like with Jarvis going out with this injury, I feel like Odell is going to have the chance to get the rapport coming in early with Baker. So, with how talented he is, as long as he stays healthy, man, he's one of the most talented receivers in the league, man. So he's on discount. Nobody likes him right now because he's hurt. He had a bad season last year. I feel like you can get him pennies on the dollar right now. So Odell Beckham, bro.
All right. This is my last buy low. It's a tight end, a guy that I actually got today. So Will Dissly. Actually, I got two tight ends. So Will Dissly, like I said, man, he had a fast start last season. I think he started
the year
off
before.
Yeah, he was like literally top 5 tight end. He's only 23, so he's gonna be 24 years old. Tight end for Seattle. I know they brought in Greg Olsen, but can Greg stay healthy? Then the next question is, can Will stay healthy? So why not go buy Will Dissly for the low? Russell Wilson definitely loves the tight ends. Pause. And
Pause.
yeah, man. And I think that's a good buy low. And then my other one, I just want to close it out, and I'll turn over to you, Jonnu Smith. That's a guy that people aren't really thinking about. If you love you some Delaney Walker, why not go get the next guy up who's 24 years old, 6'3", 248, athletic. He's basically Delaney Walker 2.0. Delaney just retired, so why not go get you some shares of Jonnu Smith in Dynasty?
True. They got some big old niggas. AJ, Corey, Jonnu, a whole bunch of big old targets. Hey, my third buy low is a person that nobody's probably even thinking about, and that's Preston Williams, wide receiver from Miami. He only played a few games before he got hurt last year in his rookie year. But if you think about it, he was the only receiver that made plays with both of the quarterbacks, not just Fitz. So like, I'm just a fan because it took up to him to get hurt and Fitz to become the starter for Parker to finally look like a stud. Parker couldn't do nothing with Josh Rosen, or he couldn't do nothing with Preston on the team. Like, what does that look like when he comes back healthy? 218 pounds. And I mean, for real, he'd come back and take that second year leap. He could actually be the spark that the offense didn't look too bad going into the end of the season, and they literally had nobody but Parker. So, like, you give another year Preston, come back, he's bigger than Devontae is, and he actually looked like he made more plays to start early than Parker was. So, not saying that Parker wouldn't have had the season he had ended up anyway if Preston would have stayed healthy, but Preston looked like the better receiver up until he got hurt. So, that's a guy that nobody's probably thinking about because Devontae's season ended so good that you could probably go get Preston for almost anything right now. So
I like that.
That's a guy I would shoot my shot on. He's only in the second year. So
I like that, man. That's a young guy, and that's a guy who was killing it in camp. So, yeah, you started hearing his name pop up, and I think he went undrafted. So, yeah, go get you some Preston, big target. And I've been hearing that the Dolphins are trying to move up and get Joe Burrow, man. You think that's going to happen? I've been hearing some rumors that they're trying to move up, given they got like 14 draft picks this year.
My thing is, why wouldn't you just wait and just take Tua at 5? I wouldn't. You gave up stud players to get all those assets. I wouldn't be trading them to go get guys that you're unsure about. Just wait it out, get Tua, and then pick up the pieces to replace that you got rid of. Assets. I don't think that makes sense as a GM. That's my opinion.
Yeah, if I was them, I'd take Tua. He's battle tested. He's proven. I mean, this one season with Joe Burrow is an outlier, so that's kind of risky. Just like the whole Justin Jefferson thing's an outlier. Not saying they're not talented, but I'd rather go with the sure thing. The guy that's been doing it since day one. I would stick with Tua or even a Herbert, but we'll see, man. So whatever. It ain't the coach, so I don't give a fuck what they do. But hey, bro. Hey, we ready for these sell highs, or you got another buy low?
I'm straight to the sell highs.
I only got 2. How many you got?
I got 3. So you want me to start off?
Yeah, you start off.
All right. My first one is a running back, and that's Darrell Henderson. 3rd-round pick last year, running back for the Rams. Look, they moved up to get him, and everybody made the big hype about Ty Gurley knees acting up after that. Look, Gurley played the whole season, got a lot of touches. Malcolm Brown was the 2nd running back all season. Darrell Henderson, neither one of them looked good, to be honest, but Darrell Henderson couldn't even lock up that 2nd running back slot behind Gurley last year. So the only thing I'm thinking is everybody's so hyped now on this Darrell Henderson hype train again. And whatever you can get for him, I would shoot. I don't think neither one of these guys are as talented as Gurley is. So even if one gets the lead, they won't put up those numbers that Gurley did. And I feel like at the most you're going to get a split backfield. And they might even go get an incoming rookie that could fucking beat both of them out. So you can go flirt and get you a high 2nd-round pick. Anything you can flirt with that's high 2nd. Back of the 1st, shoot your shot, because there are some guys who think Darrell Henderson's going to be the next Gurley, about to have a Gurley season. So I was shocked.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. Because like I said, I think the workhorse is a dying breed in the league, because then you get into the situation where you got to pay a Le'Veon and pay a Zeke who's holding out, or pay a Melvin who held out, and now it backfired on him. And now you got a franchise tag of Derrick Henry. So I definitely think they're going to draft a running back. So definitely sell Darrell, because when Gurley did go down, he couldn't even beat out Malcolm Brown. So why not sell him while the name's hot? So, all right, man, I like that, man. Hey, I'm gonna keep it in LA. So I got a wide receiver, Cooper Kupp. He, started off hot. He had those big games, but towards the end of the season, Robert Woods started getting all the targets, and Tyler Higbee started getting all the targets. So to me, he looks like the 3rd option in that offense in terms of the passing game. So I would sell him high while the name's hot, Cooper Kupp. I still like Cooper Kupp, don't get me wrong. So if you feel like he's a piece that, can help you win now, if you're in win now mode, cool, keep him. If he's an asset you feel like help you win a championship or make a playoff run. But if you're in rebuild mode, why not sell him while the name's hot, get some assets. This draft class is loaded, get you some picks, get you some pieces, sell the name Cooper
Kupp. I got to hype this next guy up so it can make sense by the time I'm done.
All right.
I'm going with the star and number 1 wide receiver for the Houston Texans, Will Fuller. He plays with a stud quarterback in Deshaun Watson. Hopkins just got traded to Arizona, so that's about 150 plus targets every year traded off the team. Somebody got to step up and be the lead guy. Why not be the high drafted guy that ran a 4.3, won in the fucking combine a few years back when they drafted him? The reason why you don't want that nigga is because he's never healthy. He's boom bust. You're never going to get more than 5-6 games out of him. He's so inconsistent. He's just a deep field threat. And there's some people out here who really think he's about to be number 1 in that offense. They went and got Randall Cobb, for God's sake. Why the fuck would you go get Randall Cobb if you for sure felt like you had some decent receivers, receiver core? Because Cobb ain't shit himself at this point in his career. I don't know. But if you can go get Will Fuller for some shit, I would. I just got the 202 for him. And I'll gladly take one of those back-end receivers coming out of draft for him because I feel like they have a longer outcome of production. Okay. If you believe the hype train, go get him. But I just feel like he's being hyped right now just because Hopkins got traded off the team. So that's just my opinion.
And Will Fuller is from that sneaky Notre Dame wide receiver factory that I talked about earlier. But yeah, I'm with you on that, man. He can't stay on the field. And here's my take with Will Fuller. He's a track guy. So, that tissue is not going to recover, man. You know what I mean? Like, he's been a fast twitch guy all his life, keep injuring the hamstrings and muscles and tissues. That's just never going to recover. That's done for. So, yeah, he's not even going to stay on the field. So you got to get rid of these track guys, man, that stay injured because clearly you can't recover.
Limitless recover.
Shout out to them. Veteran owned. Get you some of that, man. Shop, man. Hey,
Vic, before you go into your last one, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's up?
Are we going to lumber or lumber?
Probably the stadium, bro.
That's his new shit.
Yeah,
I wanted to say something yesterday, but
hey,
we got a dub though. We got a battle royale dub without him.
We getting dubs, man, on Call of Duty, man. I ain't about to. It's cool, man. It's whatever. Just know I'm gonna keep posting them dubs, man. You're going to see us in the chopper looking stupid, taking off in the gas smoke, getting these dubs.
Dub City, nigga. Dub City.
With the cigarette emoji, which means who won't smoke.
Bitch.
Yeah, that too.
All right, bro. Who's your last sell high, bro?
Man, my sell high is Patrick Mahomes, man. Like, guys are so in awe with the name. I just saw Pat Mahomes in a package deal with DJ Moore go for the 2020 103, second round 203, 2020 third 303, a 2021 first, and another 2020 the 1010. So we put multiple first round picks on Pat Mahomes, sell him. Reason why I say that is because this is a guy who probably averaged over 30 points probably a couple of times throughout the season. I feel like coaches are starting to get more game film on Pat. He's a great QB, don't get me wrong, but in terms of fantasy, if you ain't cracking 30 points at least half the season, especially in the playoffs when I really need it, I feel like you're replaceable at the QB position. So why not sell the name high if you can get all these assets, especially with this loaded draft class? You got these Swifts, these Taylors, all these running backs, all these wide receivers. You got at least 3 quarterbacks that are coming out. Get you all these assets, man. Build you a true dynasty. I won a championship this year. I didn't have Pat Mahomes on my team. I beat some Pat Mahomes teams in championships, so it can be done. So the only player that I think is worth all of that is Lamar Jackson, in my opinion, just because he did put up like 30 points like at least half the season, and then he came close, 27, 28, a couple 20. So if you're not putting up over 30, I'm not dropping all that, and especially in a 2 QB Superflex league.
I think the only player worth that shit is Christian McCaffrey. Fuck these quarterbacks, man. These quarterbacks ain't shit. And I feel like going into another season with Lamar, he's about to have his come down season too. But at the same rate though, I still think I prefer Pat. I gave Pat a pass this season, bro. I struggled with Tyreek Hill on a lot of my teams because Tyreek missed a lot of games this year. And he makes a difference in that offense, man. He's putting that offense to make a difference for Pat. He's his secret weapon. And then Pat got hurt himself. And then they played without a reliable running back. Them niggas had to try to get Shady McCoy at some point this season. And I think the offense hit a point where the offense wasn't the offense. But you see when everybody got back healthy, Sammy got back healthy, Tyreek, Kelsey, Damian, Pat looked like Pat from that point on. So I kind of just gave him a pass with all the bullshit that went on, man. So I don't. Nah, man. I don't think no quarterback. I gave Pat a pass, man. I can't hold him accountable for that.
Well, let me say this, man. Championship game. I had Deshaun Watson. He's playing Tampa Bay, worst secondary in the league at the time. I'm thinking he about to go off for at least 30, at least 25. This man gave me 10 points. Once he did that shit, I knew at that point, fuck these quarterbacks. If it ain't Lamar or Pat, I'm good. But again, right now, sell Pat. I mean, I feel like you can still get it done. I beat him, so that's why I'm okay with this. I won. You want to know who brought it home for me at the QB position? Fucking Ryan Fitzpatrick, bro. He put up 29 against the Patriots. It's these games where you look on paper like, man, I don't want to start him. He's playing the Patriots. That's the game that Devontae Parker ate Stephon Gilmore's ass up, bro. Pause. And Fitzpatrick went off. You know what I'm saying? So games like that, those are the games where guys, you want to bench them because they playing this tough matchup, but they end up putting up 30 points. So from that point on, go ahead.
My bad. I was about to say, and you know who scored one less point than Lamar Jackson in my championship game? You remember that?
Who?
Ryan Tannehill.
Okay. Yeah, bro.
In my championship game, and I beat Lamar and CMC. So shout out to that.
Yeah, that's the key, man. We're going to talk about these drafts, like how to build your team, man. Give them the nuggets. At the end of the day, build your team with these skill players, running backs and wide receivers, man. Wide receivers are deep. Don't get caught up in the
I got
QBs.
One more, bro.
Go ahead. Who you got?
I got one more. This was your guy at the end of the season. I want to know how much of your guy he is now that the offseason done planted. So let me speak this, see if I can get you on my side.
All right.
Derrick Henry, running back for Tennessee temporarily. Do you agree that he probably seen his value shoot up the most out of all the running backs this season?
Yeah, bro. I actually luckily was able to buy him before the New England game in the playoffs before he actually took off on him.
Yeah,
I got lucky right
yeah.
there.
At the end of the season, his value probably changed the most. I think CMC and Barkley probably stayed 1 and 2, but Henry let himself get up into that 2-3 running back conversation as far as value. So we talking about a 26-year-old who almost seen 400 touches last year, and that's a spot where it's like they're starting to damage that person's body. They're damaging his career. They're trying to run him in the ground. You know what it reminds me of? You remember that last season when DeMarco Murray couldn't get the deal with Dallas, but they ran him like 400 times into the ground?
Yeah.
And then they just got rid of him and got Zeke the next year.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of that situation, bro. 26-year-old who on a running team who led his team to the playoffs couldn't get a deal, but they signed Tannehill. It's like it just looks like they're trying to run him into the ground, and then it's like we don't fucking need you. We're not about to pay you that anyway. So he doesn't catch out the backfield none, and second year AJ growing, like you said, Jonnu out here. Tannehill, if they turn more into a passing game, I think that means something bad for Derrick Henry. So we'll see what happens, man. But right now, he damn near got Saquon Barkley value, and at that point, I don't want him. So if you can sell him and get that kind of value, I would. And he's older, like 3 years older than them other niggas, bro.
He's about to be 27, man. Like I said, workhorses are a dying breed in the NFL, especially this new CBA. They don't want to pay these running backs, so they're gonna keep staying young, run committees. You keep turning them out, man. So that's what it is.
And he'll never get full high-end value in PPR because he don't catch passes either. So he's relying on those touchdowns and those rushing yards, man.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's my sneaky value for him if you can.
All right. You got any more players or that's it?
Nah, I'm done, bro. That's all I got. Ring the alarm, my nigga.
All
so
right.
that's sell high and buy low, man. And I hope we name some guys that you can go target or open up your apps and try to go see if you can flip, man. It's all about the art of the deal. We've been speaking that for a little minute now.
Art of the deal. I like that.
The art of the deal.
Yeah, man.
And what we're gonna do is, man, we want to get into the scouting report segment. And what we're gonna start doing from here on out is we're just gonna go straight into up and coming people that deserve to get some light, man. We want to kind of have like a spotlight segment for specific artists every episode. So we're gonna cut down multiple songs and just give the person that deserve their flowers while they here some appreciation for their art, man, and what they do. Is that cool, bro? Did I put that good?
Yeah, bro, it's dope, man. And like you said, we want to highlight them. We don't want to be all over the place. Multiple artists. Scout report. We leverage that in Dynasty. We scout these guys, so we want to do the same in the music scene. So give guys the stage.
Yeah, man. And, all right, so this who we're gonna start with, man. This is a cat real close to his brother Javon, man. Went to school with him. Damn, I dropped the government name. My bad. But real cool with the fam, and I knew they was real cool because one of my closest friends, one of our closest bros, Snell, they was like a little fresh back in the day. Tees and Jordans and dunks all the time. I forgot what that cool. Snell came linked up with me, became Dusty. But I'm just playing if he heard that. I was just joking. Nah, but all jokes aside, man, Q is one of the most solid people I ever met, man. It's dope as fuck, man. Got the same energy from when I met him back then. Just ran to this nigga at a bar, not too long ago. And like I said, same energy. Shout out to the music he been doing. And he just put a new EP out. It's called Balance. He got some merch going right now. You need to hit him up at No.Que. That's where you can find him on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, all that shit, man. Tidal. I've been listening on Tidal myself. And Vic, I'll let you talk about the vibe of the EP a little bit and the song that I told you we could pick anything. But what made you pick the track that we gonna play?
Well, check this out. The whole fucking project's a fucking vibe, bro, for one. And shout out to Q, putting on for the city, Indianapolis, Naptown, used to hoop. So Hooper, all that shit, man, he's still doing his thing. But it's a smooth listen, but the track that's my favorite, and it all rides, by the way. Memphis Connect, man. So dope beat, dope vibe, bar play. So yeah, Memphis Connect, bro.
All right, Avo, let that shit spin, bro. This Memphis Connect by No.Que.
We gonna go on mute, Doc.
Yeah.
Almost that a nigga taught me I might come up. Thought I hit from across the street and still ain't pass that shit up. Ain't nobody gave me shit, boy, you can't stand with us. I'm seeing bands right now, don't believe come call my bluff. You asking how I'm living, yeah, it's sad, you know you started. 445 on my feet, never been no sitting done. Why y'all niggas fantasize and sleep on cash and flux? I cross my knees and dot my eyes to see the count and y'all got the objective when you see me, I look plain as fuck. Don't want no bullshit, gon' no diamonds, still stand out in clubs. Never been a lame, I know people no longer fuck. Never kick a man when he down, but now it took my lungs. When you hit us, if you don't feel it, go ahead, pass me up. I push the start to whip like let's be first, my camera phone. Calculated moves that it cost, that's just gon' save a flat. Why you charging for the verse, so you get enough? Get your hot one, it's my real thing.
Yeah, that shit go hard. Yeah, that shit go real hard. Hey man, shout out to him, man.
Yeah, happy.
Yeah,
that
bro.
shit fire, bro.
It's fire, man.
But like I said, I went and got some. I told him I was gonna grab some merch for all of us, man. He hit me back and said, "Bro, y'all just show love. I can't even charge y'all for it." So that's the kind of energy you need, bro. It's hard to find somebody like that, bro. So that's some solid ass shit. So even though y'all told me not to in the midst of this Corona shit, I'm going to go pick up this merch. It'll just be at my crib. I think both of y'all wear my size T. Hopefully y'all get one.
Hey, again, bro, the project. Look up No.Que. No.Que, man. Dope shit.
Yeah. Balance. Got merch.
Balance.
Hit them up. Yeah, it's the project called Balance. And he got Twee on there, and he got paper on there. So you know that shit's fire. I thought I was gonna look up and see Ron D on that motherfucker or some shit.
That would have been hard.
Nigga, Clutch, nigga, motherfucking Tone, nigga. That's whole clique out there, but that's neither here nor there, man. I know, bro. That's what it looked like. But yeah, man. Right oh my gosh, bro. Don't do that, bro.
It's all good, man. I'm still, whatever. I'm a hybrid, bro.
If you don't get that Meyer hoodie out of here, bro.
Yeah, I got the Arlington track and field. Hey, I'm a hybrid, bro. I'm a L
Vic
IPS.
made that bitch himself. Vic made that shit himself, bro. The heating press.
This shit still fit my school.
He went and bought some yellow letters, nigga.
I
know that shit didn't fit in high school, bro, because you was little than a bitch.
It's funny too. Our colors just gold, but I got this yellow macaroni looking shit.
My nigga weighed 30 pounds less, man. He finally fit the hoodie. That's why he wearing it. It fit him right. That's what's up, man. Shout out to my nigga Dynasty Bro Vic.
That's real.
Man, look, we got to make this a good one, bro. In the midst of all this bullshit going on, man, I want everybody to go around, say something good to the people, bro. Preach something encouraging, man, because we need to, bro, in this time. So, Dynasty Bro Vic, man, you mind starting us off, bro? One time for the one time.
Yeah, man. Again, with this coronavirus shit going on, check on your people, man. I've been closely impacted. Lost some family members, unfortunately. Lost some high school teammates. This shit is real, man. Make sure y'all do your due diligence with the social distancing. Wash your hands, wash your clothes frequently. Do what you need to do. Also, make sure y'all subscribe, follow us, subscribe and share Dynasty Bros FF. That's where you can find the podcast. Facebook is Dynasty Bros FF Podcast. You can follow me at Dynasty Bro Vic, Instagram and Twitter. Hope y'all enjoy it, man. Subscribe and share.
Hey, bro, where can we follow you at, man? And then say something good to the people, bro. We need to hear that DJ Avo shit, man. Say it.
Well, I don't remember where to follow me yet. I'm just playing. You can catch me on Twitter at Dynasty Bro DJ Avo. I changed it up at Dynasty Bro DJ Avo. Catch me
Real
on
nigga.
Instagram at DJ Avo Love. That's DJ AVOLXVE. Let's go. For the people, just stay prayed up, man. Whoever you pray to, whatever high power you stay prayed up to, stay prayed up to that. And just enjoy this time with your family. Like, Lord and willing, this is just a one-time thing. But it might be a thing, but hopefully it's just a one-time thing, and just enjoy this time with your family, because we might not ever get this chance again. For those of us that have to be home, for those of us that also have to go to work, stay prayed up, do what you got to do, and I know at the end of the day we'll get through this, because that's what we do, especially black folk. Come on, man, ain't nothing gonna take us out. It's gonna take a lot more than this.
True.
Word. So we stay solid. Come on, Doc, give us something.
First off, let me say follow me at Dynasty Bro everywhere, and Dynasty Bros FF on the gram. I want to say this, bro. My mom been going through it. She lost a real close friend of hers that watched me grow up, and dude, my mom. I don't think she's hurt because he passed, but she more hurt because she been talking to his daughter, and he caught the coronavirus, and then that was just it. Got to the hospital, and just his daughter couldn't go see him. Just died by herself in the hospital.
Yeah,
and that's how people are passing. You can't even go visit them. Like, yep. And we had another guy, one of the guys that kind of mentored me growing up in church. Deacon, just had a heart attack, and then you just die by yourself with the doctors that you don't know. So do your due diligence to tell everybody that you can, that you love them. Any problems you got with people that can be fixed, solve them. If they can't be fixed, squash them, bro. You ain't got to be best of friends with nobody, but shit can be squashed, man. Clear your conscience. Ain't nothing that's that deep, man. Cause if it's the last thing you got to say to somebody, man, make sure you ain't gonna regret that shit. So call anybody you can, tell them you love them, and let people know how you feel about them while they're here. Because right now, it's some fuck ass shit going on, man. So
yeah, bro, that's right.
Amen. To anybody that doesn't know, tell your family members, download that House Party app. It's easy for old people to use. That's the only reason why I suggest it.
Old people, what's an app? What's a podcast?
My mom, it was easy enough for my mom to figure out, so I figure out everybody should
your
be able
mom
to figure
ain't
it out.
old, bro. Do not call your mama old ever.
They old. They all old folks, and it's okay.
I'm defending her because Mama Tammy will slap me if I let you call her old, and she don't like it, but I let it ride. So I'm defending it right now.
That's real.
Vic, you might get punched because you ain't defended. Mama Tammy don't play, bro.
I'm thinking about my closing line, bro. So, and I'm 2 beers in. I'm lightweight now, bro. So I'm a little, trying to stay focused. I got a Madden game. Winner.
Nigga, you got on your CBD deodorant, nigga. You good?
You're right, bro. Hey, if I win, I go to the ship with the Bucks, bro. I'll let y'all know how I go down next week. Super Bowl probably be played then too. Hopefully I make it.
Fuck it, bro. We out here. Man. All right, so look. We are Dynasty Bros, still showing people how to dominate their league, Dynasty Bro styles. Man, anybody want to say anything before we head out?
Hey, only one person to fucking blame for all this bullshit. She's down in Florida, probably. Her fucking name is Carol Baskin. Free my nigga the Tiger King. He ain't do that shit. Hey.
Nah, leave the Tiger King locked up, man. We don't need him out here.
All right.
He probably enjoying himself if you think about it. He probably liking it in there.
He got a $96 million lawsuit on the table right now in jail. Shout out to him, free the king.
I was 100% sure you was about to blame the Patriots for that shit, bro.
Hey, you want to know why Tom Brady left New England? You want to know why? Carol Baskin, that's why.
Oh, my God.
So he went down there to go hang out with her? Ain't that where he went? He went to Tampa?
You know what I'm saying? Down there in Florida. See?
She convinced him to come.
She did.
Say the Tigers. Big Cat Rescue.
I thought Tom Brady was coming here and Andrew Luck was going to come back and go to the Patriots.
That would have been dope.
I said that shit to Vic like when his retirement happened. I said Andrew Luck going to end up at the Patriots in a couple years. Just pitching it.
Hey, now that we on that, we gotta do this video shit, the shot bets. Now that we on video finally, so maybe we do that next week. Get rid of these.
Next week.
Figure that out.
Get rid of these bets.
Or we can just do a little side link up, man, and record it outside of Tuesday, just so we can post it straight on YouTube, and that'll be fun to stream to all these social medias and shit.
I'm down.
I don't want to have you drunk trying to talk your football, my little nigga.
I'll probably sound like that anyway. It's all good.
Hey, shout out to Dynasty Bro Vic. He ain't fuck up nobody's last name today. We 1 for 1, baby. That's how we do it, bro.
What's up, Avo? What you got?
Shit, nothing. I got an idea, but I don't want to say it while we recording. But it's cool. I'll wait for the recording to stop.
All right. Did you already get your good word in? I might have missed it.
Oh, yeah. Stay straight up. Enjoy this time if you're at home with your family. Just make sure you do that. Hopefully, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
That's the spark.
True.
Appreciate that. All right, man. Yep. I mean, I guess we done. We out, man. So, hey, it's been another week, another episode. Thanks for rocking with us. Rate us, subscribe, share all that shit. We'll be back next week. Take care. Stay safe.
Yep.
We out.
Oh, yeah.